Now for Onikabuto. But after I figured out how animation frames work in Jignari, I wanted to go ham. But I stopped myself because I actually overcooked Jignari. So I wanted to take a step back and take my time with Onikabuto and figure out what actually works with what I know right now, instead of shoving my face into the cake. Like, take a bite. Take tiny bites. Take the tiny bites out of the pieces that you actually like and you know you will like, instead of consuming the entire thing and ended up with flavors unheard of. Oh, also, the logo is over here for Jignari. For Onikabuto, it's over here on the soles of the feet. Now, Onikabuto, I wanted something about bugs. I wanted something specifically about the beetle. Now, some of the ideas for it were, because Quid said that I could go ham with it. I can do whatever I wanted with the theme Onikabuto. Usually I'd ask whoever it was that claimed an outfit what their vision of the outfit would be. But Quid said I can go whatever direction I want, which was actually a lot of pressure because because my brain goes a lot of directions. But by the end of it, after a lot of trial and error, like, there were a lot of things. I could have gone for an actual beetle outfit. I could have gone for an Ito reference. By the end of the day, when I looked up details of the Onikabuto, there is this one singular NPC in the game that gives you Onikabuto based on dialogue. And it is this kid called... what is it? I can't remember where I saw it. But one NPC in Inazuma, it was a child, which the outfit was actually based off of, that gives you Onikabuto if you choose a specific dialogue for him for the first time. And that actually led me down this rabbit hole of children's outfits in Edo period Japan, and why they have the cut sleeves that they did, which I actually never knew about. So it's apparently for circulation, because in Japan, when it gets too hot, you'd want circulation in parts of your body where it would usually, like, bulk up the sweat, and it's pretty popular over on the armpits for for children, and actually for a lot of other traditional Japanese clothing. And I'm pretty sure there were specific Japanese clothing where their pants actually have specific circulation holes on them. I can't remember which ones were they, but there were a lot of references to these cut sleeves and cut the parts of an outfit for circulation specifically. But I wanted to reference that kid's outfit first. Shota! It was Shota. I see it now. Shota in Inazuma City, Inazuma gives you 4 Onikabuto after following a certain dialogue branch for the first time. No shop sell Onikabuto. I'm curious, of all people, us suffering 40 degrees Celsius weather don't have these breathy clothes holes because apparently we'd rather choose, I don't know, a sando and shorts. Easy. Not that I would know. I still wear long sleeves and long skirts and long pants. I think I just got used to it. And then again, I also work in an air-conditioned office. So once I settled on to having Shota's outfit as the base design, then came what ornaments or what other references I can put down for the Onikabuto. Here's Shota. I think he's the guy who keeps asking the Raiden Shogun to cancel his classes based on the background. Now, I was wondering, should I add a bow over here? Should I add, like, the stripes? Should I add the pockets? How do I do the pants? Do I want shorts? Can't I do long pants instead? Do I want toes? Can't I do boots instead? Those are the kinds of questions that go through the outfit design. That's little Dango Commission Kid. It is! Okay, I don't know why I thought he wore a hat. So that's the mindset. First rules, some of the rules for the jig outfits is that they're always gonna be conservative. The most skin anyone's gonna see out of jig is the face and probably the hands. And I don't know, maybe I don't know. I think those are the only skin that's allowed to be shown. I'm gonna be hard set on those rules, which gives me more leeway for outfits and clothing and studying how shading works on different textures and the like, which we'll see in the first Great Magic, because I went ham on textures, on figuring out how textures work for that outfit. Onikabuto made me like simplicity, like, because how much can you do with a material that doesn't really have that much lore connected to it? It's very much referenced in some characters, and a lot of characters love it so much, and there's a lot of cultural significance to an entire nation for it. But from the description alone, the only thing mentioned for an Onikabuto is that it's a strange beetle that inhabits areas rich with electro energy. Its docile and sedentary temperament could not be more different from the fierce demonic visage displayed on its armor shell. Now, from that alone, it gave the idea of not something it appears to be. So you'd think, like, with where it's living or how it looks, it's gonna be as chaotic as a storm. But nope, it's calm, it's simple, it lives its life to the point where Nahida can collect it, apparently. It's uninteractable, aside for picking it up, same as any flower. Well, the same as most flowers. So that's how we ended up with a character for it. Now, the first idea was, it's a bug catcher. That's the first idea I settled for. It'd be a bug catcher, and it'd have all these Onikabuto just in a cage, in the net, in some form of containment, and it'd be a reference to chat in the cage. Once I figured out that that actually limits a lot of the Onikabuto's movement, I ended up going for we can have it on the character. And that's how we ended up with a lot of the Onikabuto just walking around and the character letting them walk around. And it ended up with this sort of character that's like, oh yeah, I'm a bug catcher. I'm not really good at what I do, but I'm definitely a bug catcher. None of them are in the net. None of them will ever be in the net. Our bonk emote is specifically the Onikabuto bonking the bug catcher. That's how good they are at the job. Tag yourself. I'm the blue one hanging for dear life. Oh, they're doing its best. It's doing its best. Yes. Speaking of original plans for this character, originally it was supposed to be a pure purple shade, which I actually like the idea of. It's a challenge for how I would deal with a singular color palette. But once I was looking into the Onikabuto, there was an entire event for the Onikabuto where we had different colors of Onikabuto. We had red, we had yellow, we had blue. I forgot which one was yellow and which one was orange. I think this was yellow and I think this is orange. I forgot how these color palettes came to be, but it came to be. Best bug catcher, exactly. And once I added in the other colored Onikabuto, I thought, they're popping out too much, and the purple one's blending in too much. Maybe I should add their color palettes as well, which is how we got the red inner shirt, the yellow bands, stitches, the blue pants, and kind of pink. There's somewhere here is pink. Maybe the red and pink blended together. But yeah, we have the electro here to symbolize that they're like creatures of electro, that they inhabit electro-abundant locations. We have an Onikabuto symbol here, which is what we see on their wings. and also here, which we also see in their wings. We have the, what is this? We have the coupon. I think we got this from the Onikabuto event. This is the coupon we got for a ramen shop that we don't actually know the name of. And we have the eye slashes, which the Onikabuto have. All of the Onikabuto have the eye slashes, by the way. And the headband specifically, or I think this one counts more as a helmet, with how dangerous a job it is apparently to be a bug catcher. I think I wouldn't mind thinking that Onikabuto actually wears a helmet compared to everyone else. There's the helmet is referencing something. I think it's the horn. Where's the reference on these? Oh gosh, there's so many references. Is it this one? Nope. Where? Oh, where? Did I delete the references? No way! Oh man. Well, can I save this? Copy. Paste. There we go. So, the helmet is based on the horn, well, one of the horns of the Onikabuto. So that shape specifically is how the shape of the helmet was made. And it felt like there was too much space in the center, so I just chopped in another sigil. Say, welcome in! How was your day? Hope it was good. It's Pew Pew weekend. I'm glad you made it. I'm talking about the outfits. And you know, the mindset behind them. We're already in Onikabuto, which is actually based on this guy. It's not Pew Pew weekend? Is it the other game? Good evening, good evening. Yes. Now, it's work weekend? Oh man, that's mood. Oh my gosh, I have to go to work tomorrow. I hate it. I so rarely have to work on the weekends, and I have to work on the weekend tomorrow. Anyway, you also need the Onikabuto to make the compass, which I took the asset for and made this cool little shape with. Chrissy, hi, welcome in. Yes, you're here. Welcome in. Don't worry, I haven't gotten to the emotes yet. I've been gushing about the outfits. I'm saving the emotes for last. So guys, Chris was actually the one who gave me the idea to stream the art processes as a just chatting, because I wanted to move the just chatting about school to next month after I graduate, hopefully. But yeah. Now, what was the next part? We're gonna be talking about the layers for this outfit, which is, oh gosh, what was that? Which is, okay, don't worry. So, the lowest angle is the groin area, with the right leg lowered, and then the net, which a lot of you mentioned actually looked like a cape. If you only see like part of it, and that gave me a really neat idea on a future outfit if we ever get to it. Then we have the back of the hood. Onikabuto gave me this weird necessity to chop the head in so many different layers, because I wanted the stick of the net over the shoulder, and it did not work well with one layer of the hood because it ended up like being covered all together. And I had to work around it by doing several layers of the hood. Now this is one of them. This is the end of the hood. And then we have the arm, which actually has some crystallized. Here's the crystallized filter I was talking about. It has a lot of crystallized filter. The inner shirt of Onikabuto has this type of feel to it, and I wanted to keep it consistent with any shade of red in the outfit. And we have the torso, which actually has a lot of the set parts. This actually has a lot of sub-layers to it. And one of them, which I don't think is really see much because Onikabuto is rarely redeemed, but this specific part of the outfit actually has frames, which, you know, is a reference to, like, it sparkles in a way. It shines in a different shade of light. And then we have the right leg, which I found really interesting to do because by layer, if you're only basing it off of layers, it looks like it connects well enough, but they're actually separate parts, and this is how it looks like as an individual. I had to have the same color. I had to make sure that these two parts had the same color, that it connects well. Which was tough because I worked with gradients. And there's the stick. Okay, so the stick had to be over the right arm, over the torso, but behind the head, but over the back of the hood. But the net itself had to also be behind the hood. And that's where the back of the hood got separated. And then we have the upper leg here, which is its own layer. And then the rest of the left leg, which has a cheeky little Ito reference here with the spikes on the ankle. We have one hand, and then the rest of the sleeve, and then the back of the hood. Now, by the end of this, I realized there was actually no point to separating the back of the hood. I could have just had the head and the back of the hood in one layer, and then had the outer hood. Sorry, this is the inner hood, not the back of the hood. The inner hood and the head in one layer, and the outer hood on the left side in another layer. So yeah, this could have been one layer. These two specifically could have been one layer instead. And then I could have added this. And then there's the one hand. And then we have the Onikabuto, which all have their own leg animations. I could open them up right now, actually. Give me a second. Let me look for things. Let's see. The Onikabuto files are somewhere. It should be in this folder, I think. Nope, that's not the folder. This folder. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, Kabuto. There they are. So this is the purple one. This is the blue one. They're basically just different effect colors. They're different gradient overlays, I think. Are they? Yeah, they're different gradient overlays. They all have the same base. And they all have the same legs. And then by doing the frame animations, I just have them have like 3 different legs. So this is the red one, right? I can remove the legs, have this one, and this one. And they're all the same. If I remove the gradient overlay, this is the base. So all the other Kabuto are just a gradient overlay over the purple Kabuto. So if I just remove the overlay for them, it's just the purple. It's just the purple Kabuto. It's all been the purple Kabuto. They all evolved from the purple Kabuto. Yeah, I have a bit. So I want to keep this PSD file of them so that I can summon them for any future outfit renditions of Roni. And yeah, this was redeemed by Quid.